They brought me over some zucchini muffins. They were gone. Okay. Well, anything particular you guys would like to work on? I always request. I always have, it doesn't mean I don't have a plan. Back, low back. Tell me pain-wise, just all the time? No. Is it just today? Is it just? I can't hear you.
I'm sure it's arthritis.
Arthritis in your back? Yeah.
Lower back. I did find you on YouTube.
Did you? Good. She found me on
I found
YouTube.
her on YouTube. Oh, yeah. And so I did the class again on Friday. Yeah. It's good for me.
And how did you feel after Friday? Were you sore or not as much? These bodies, yes, I get so excited. They are amazing. Okay, even as we age, how many of you were taught growing up that you should really, oh my gosh, I love this body, it's so incredible. Oh my gosh, I love aging. I love what I'm doing. No. We complained about what? This hurts, or I've got this, or I stepped on this, but do we ever say, oh my gosh, my back feels so good this morning? No. And I just have this, and I didn't either. So I feel like I've had to repent from those.
I think part of that is traditional Christianity is the body's kind of a curse.
Yeah, it's a curse, but it's our gift. And you know what? This particular gift I was given to give back to him, right? And I didn't get your body. I didn't get Michelle's body. You have to pull it and click really hard.
After what?
You have to click it. It has to make noise. There you go. Then it'll stay. Everybody tries to be too dainty. I didn't get them all. Go ahead and start on your feet. You guys know the drill. I wanted to share with you a quote. And I'm going to use it kind of through class. So I just have to check and make sure. So the cutest thing ever. I don't know if you go back on YouTube, you can find it. But one of the classes, I was up at my mom's with her two sisters. And we did it in the living room with my mom's. And it was the cutest thing ever. And so that's one of the reasons here, is I've got some bodies that get on that can't be physically here. So, this quote, go ahead and stop the balls for just a moment, okay? Close your eyes. And then I'd like you to just let your hands hang down. Palms can face forward. And I'd like you to just open your palm and close your palm. Just opening and closing it. The inhale opens. The exhale closes. Opens and closes. This is a quote from Jalaluddin Rumi. Okay, often we just say Rumi. Your hand opens and closes. Opens and closes. If it were always a fist, go ahead and make a fist. Or always stretched open, stretch it open wide, you would be paralyzed. Your deepest presence is in every small contracting and expanding. The two is beautifully balanced and coordinated as birds' wings. I love that. So go ahead and open and close. Open and close. And move the open and close with your breath. The inhale, the exhale. The inhale, the exhale. Notice, we can change that up. Go ahead and inhale tight. And exhale open. Inhale tight. Exhale open. We tend to favor, doesn't need to be done this way. Go ahead and go back to the inhale that opens and the exhale that closes. Every movement we can coordinate, it's like a dance, with our breath. I want you to put your hands on your knee, thighs. I don't know why I do that in this class. I want to stop saying I want you to. So inhale, lengthen your spine. And exhale, round it. And inhale, lengthen. And exhale, round it. And inhale, lengthen. And exhale, round it. And then inhale, just hold. And exhale, just feel like you can tighten your waistline. You don't have to use your hands. But inhale, lengthen. Exhale, tighten. Inhale. You might say, well, I can't tighten very much. It's okay. We're using these intrinsic core muscles. This body is such a gift. It moves. And as we move with it, inhale, find the expanse. Exhale. A little bit of a contraction. Inhale, find that expanse. And then I want you to, I don't want you to, but would you please, I don't know where that habit has happened. Have you ever kind of just played with a bird's wing? We one time had birds a little bird was damaged and we tried to help it. It didn't survive. But the wing was so incredible in all its, every feather and the little muscles and all the stuff that came down that helped, it fly, right? Okay, our whole body is like this. So the inhale is to lengthen, to find expanse, right? The exhale is just to kind of tighten, strengthen. Okay, we don't always go like this. When we exhale and get tight, we can. Okay, so I want you to inhale, find length. This exhale, go ahead and just lift one leg and kind of hug it in. Inhale, find that length. Find that expanse and exhale. Last week we talked about rain and the clear, long inhale in fresh air and exhale. And inhale and exhale. This is as coordinated as bird's wings. Yes. Okay. Try the other leg. Inhale. Exhale. We'll probably do about 5 of them. Inhale. Exhale. People may think, what the freak? This is so weird. Inhale. Exhale. What we're looking for is that expanse. One more. And then pause. Close your eyes. Notice your body. We've done a little bit of movement, but that's all. But when we work with this expanse of opening and tightening, a little bit of muscle use and opening and tightening, our body starts to sing. It starts to thrive. Okay. So go ahead and open your eyes. Somebody's ball out of me. Go ahead, roll out your feet. Do you have? Yeah. Go ahead. They have some have a mind of their own, and it's okay. So we're looking, okay, for places, that may be a little tight, maybe a little sore. Okay, that's what we're starting with now. So this expanse, okay, this coordination. That's what I want to be coordinated, but I just want the coordination that comes with this expansion, this understanding. With the expansion comes a sense of gratitude. Yes. Okay. You don't expand and not feel grateful. You just can't. I want you to try it. Okay. Just reach out and just say, I hate this. Yeah, it's not there. It can happen this way though, can it? just curl up, feel sad, right? And so we look for ways in the body, go ahead, reach up. We look for ways to really have this connection with and the breath is the key. It always has been, okay? Go ahead with the same foot. We're gonna do our toes again. And find big toe on one side of the ball, maybe pinky toe on the other side of the ball, okay? So most of you, I don't know if any of you knew Bob, can't remember his last name. That's ridiculous, Debbie, brain. Anyway, he could actually, we'd have contests to see who could pick up, oh my gosh, I picked it up. He could pick it up and hold it in his toes. He just had long toes. So yeah, notice the muscle in the toes. So try to squeeze the ball in, and maybe you can pick up your foot. I know, she's laughing. My toes. You did it. Okay, so this is, oh my gosh, Tina, that's awesome. Now she's not gonna do it again.
Michelle picked it up.
Did you? Oh, she's holding it.
It's after I called Tina.
Oh, look at this. Oh my gosh. I have several toes. I can't, yeah, mine aren't doing that. So, but notice the dexterity, right? With those, and I shared with you, I've shared this already, that when I was with a dancer that after I married and had kids, there was a dance I went back to and got to dance for a whole month at BYU. And go ahead and come over the top. This one often causes cramping in the arch of the legs.
Yes.
Come out, breathe, and then come back in. Okay. What it does is it's like that part of the body is like, it hasn't moved this way. And it's like, excuse me. So you just keep coming out and back in. But this, so valuable, okay? This is an area that we just kind of ignore. Okay? So it's almost the one benefit to wearing high heels is it requires a stretch of the front foot.
Maybe the only bit.
Well, your calves look really nice in them. I have and then release. Beautifully done. And then switch sides. So in class, we kind of just explore. And today we're going to explore the expand. So I want you to think with your feet. I said it again. That's just a habit I'm going to have to really work on. Where could you feel expanse and then the musculature in your feet? Okay. So first of all, we're finding the tight places. We're working into those. And if you say, you look like you don't have any dab, and then I have a ton, you know, honestly, I do this a lot. Okay, it makes a difference. And our feet coordinate throughout the body. They're our foundation. So foot zoning, reflexology, there is a science to it. It is not just airy-fairy stuff, okay? And then go ahead, find one toe. Notice the difference in one foot versus the other foot. One foot's gonna be a little harder. You feel a little awkward. And what's so funny is when I watch, when we try to do these, sometimes if we're stretching, I see the hands mirror what the feet are trying to do. Oh, totally fine, they are. Look at that, and it's totally fine. Okay, go ahead and come up and over. Can you pick this one up?
You know, we're watching what Tina was doing, you can't pick it up with just your toes, you have to go your toes under.
But even that, I have short toes.
Hold it against the ball.
You're just not a monkey?
Tina can do it.
I had, that just, when you said that I'm not a monkey, we were in Costa Rica, And we had our yoga mats with us in bags because we were gonna do yoga on the beach. And Blair had a package of Mentos mints in a pocket. We set the bag down and we saw this of monkeys, and then they took off, and they actually got in to a little zipper packet and took the Mentos. And they're up fighting in the trees, and we see the ants. Notice whenever we have an expanse somewhere in the body, there's a contraction elsewhere. This is what our body is designed to do, right? There you go. Yeah. Yeah, maybe got worn out. And then go ahead and you can put those away. We're not going to use our hands with those today. But do pause and just feel your feet. They tingle. There's a little bit of sensation in them, and that's what happens. So again, come back to here. This open expanse, and then notice what the back is doing. As I do this, the back must contract. Now expand your backs. As I contract the front, the back expands. Okay, do it again. Inhale. There's the open, and inhale, exhale. There we go. Okay, sit up straight. Let's try it with our arms. Here is the expanse. Here is the contract. Here is the expanse. Here is the contract. Let's do the opposite. Here, this is expanding. Here, that is contracting. The whole body is designed. Have you heard the phrase opposition in all things?
Never.
Never. Okay, go ahead and grab your straps. Okay, some of you have yellow, some of you have blue.
Blue is best.
Blue's a little harder. Yes, that's why I've got the yellow. Okay, go ahead and you're maybe a foot and a half. Okay, so a little narrower, Joyce. There you go. And then you will stretch to about 2 to 3 feet. Okay. Now I want you to feel, please, what happens here as you pull. There's a little bit of an expansion. And then we'll gently let it go, and you can feel it contracting. Resist doing that. Opening, finding the expanse. Closing, opening, closing. Now move with your breath. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. Go ahead and release. That works. We can feel that working our muscles, most definitely. Okay. What the key is this breath, okay? And becoming aware of it and practicing it enough that it becomes a habit. Because it does. Somebody, it was my son, he was helping us move, and we were on our way back for another load, right? We're kind of just in the middle of little loads still. And he's like, Mom. And I guess I was breathing deeply. I was unaware, right? So, okay, take it out. This time, just inhale up and exhale down. Okay, when you do this, okay, inhale up, exhale down. Notice that here, there's a tightness on that muscle the whole way because we're not going in and out, right? We're keeping the stretch, the inhale, and the exhale. The inhale, and the exhale. The inhale, and the exhale. And then release. And look over the shoulders. Okay. How about your legs? Let's take them. Go ahead and try to, they get stuck, although I've noticed I cleaned them the other day, and they haven't stuck quite as bad. So I don't know. Put one foot in them. Yeah, good luck with that. Let's try to put one foot, okay? And then just reach down and grab and lift, okay? Let your hands, they're just resting, okay? The same thing here. The inhale, the exhale. The inhale, the exhale. The inhale, the exhale. The inhale, the exhale. Go ahead and see if you can take it up higher. Inhale and exhale. Just bend it, not even really pushing it. And exhale. You're working, you can tell the arms have a little bit of a contraction. Inhale and exhale. And then just hold. And then little pulses, not with your arms, but with your foot. Working right into this muscle, yes. The quadricep muscle, little pulses. Hip flexor is also working. And release. Okay, how's that? Okay, all right. Shake it out. So one of the things, and this is new study, is this idea of what happens with this kind of movement. So here, we've just worked this leg. Let's just wiggle side to side, but notice I'm also kind of doing a little forward and back motion. So it's not just side to side. Feel your sit bone kind of, it's almost like you're doing a little kind of hula with just one side of that hip, right? You're just trying, and then reverse that circle a little bit, okay, creating. This has been, I don't get up in the morning without a hip that hurts anymore, okay? But I do this kind of stuff throughout the day, more than just once, okay? And anytime that I sit for any length of time, I'm moving. And one of the thoughts that they are finding is this movement is extremely beneficial for our socket joints, okay? Hip sockets, shoulder sockets. They tend to be the ones that cause us, you know, well, the others are the hinge joints, but at least the knees, okay? So, second side. Reach down, just find that, okay? Yeah. All righty, we're just gonna lift it up, push it out. Lift it up, hands are staying kind of the same. We're actually working biceps, front of it, the upper arm. Up and back, up and back. One side is going to hurt worse than the other. Yes. And then go ahead and just lift it a little higher. Do a couple of those, and then it's just to bend the knee and straighten the knee. You're on the same leg. Yeah, you have to change legs. Yeah, you got to change this for your hurting knee. Just this, fabulous. Yeah, you don't have to bend it all the way in. You work with your range of motion, but it's range of motion. Our bodies are meant to move. When we hold them still, okay, and then little pulses. You're like, Debbie, we did a lot of that, I know. We're uneven, it's okay, yeah. Woo is right, feel that, and then release. And then again, it's the wiggle side to side. So Sir Larry, that one on that knee, to just move it in and out, valuable. Every day.
Okay.
And maybe a couple times a day for knees. So if you've got some knee issues, that's kind of what we're working on. And it's not just you. And it's not just, it's me too, okay? And then find that little circle thing. How come the left side of my body is more awkward than the right side? I feel like I'm kind of like dead. Okay, and then really, just sit in your chair. You can loose the strap and kind of do it's just like forward and back motion, okay? If you have to work and you don't have time, okay? We have to make time for the things that are important. We know that, okay? But if you find that you don't have time, and you're sitting and you're working at your desk, and maybe you're doing genealogy, maybe you're this, and then pause and just notice. Can you feel the heat you've generated in those hips? Okay. We're gonna just do the same thing with our shoulders, but we're not even gonna use the straps. So go ahead and we're just gonna roll as big a circle as you can. Here's the inhale, and there's the exhale. Here's the inhale, and there's the exhale, right? So you don't have to use the hands, but you're creating space. Now let's reverse it. The inhale is the exhale. Now reverse the breath. What? Come here, inhale and exhale, and then inhale into the upper back, and exhale, and inhale. So we've just, does that make sense? That's a little different. So we're just changing, instead of being the inhale to open the chest, the inhale is now opening the back. So inhale here, and exhale here. Do an audible exhale, it's easier. Inhale, and exhale, and inhale, and exhale, and inhale, and exhale, and inhale. Find that round and exhale, and then just shake it out. Shoulders. Does that make sense? So we're mixing up the breath. Okay, the breath does not always mean here, but often it does. Okay, we have 60% of our breathing capacity is actually in our backs. So we're actually going to work on that today. So grab your block. Okay, it's going to come here. Now, we have body parts that get in the way. Women get 2 body parts, men just have 1 that get in the way here. So roll forward, okay, and I want just find the round. Just find a place where it's contracting in the back, and the back is rounded, okay? Yeah.
I got a short torso.
I've got a short torso, you do. I have a long one. Okay, tucking your chin, you can look for a minute if you want. I'll go to the side too so that everybody can see. Okay, try to breathe and puff into your back on the inhale. It's kidney breathing is what we call it. Inhale. Find that expansion. Pretty easy to do with the block in the way. So it's not your head lifting, it's the inhale. The ribs extend. And exhale. Inhale. Into the back and exhale. You'll feel a stretch, probably in the low back. Inhale. And exhale. Questions, go ahead and ask. Are you all feeling it? Yes? No? Maybe so?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Yes? Yes? Okay. Because if not, change the block, right? Do this at home with a pillow that's firm, okay? Actually, do you know what? You've all got bolsters. A bolster would be better for your short back. Okay. I'm gonna show you, and then I'll bring this over to you. Over, okay? Here, up and over. It's a little more comfortable than the block too. Okay, so inhale. Let the arms, can you see them on either side like wings? It will actually help expand the back. So find that expansion. Tuck your chin. Yeah.
You girls are just meant to be
You've
ladies.
got longer. No.
But we men, we've got thicker torsos.
Do you know what? I would say when I married my husband, he could not touch his toes. If you saw him now, he can put his feet underneath his hands in a forward fold. He was here. When I married him, he was here. Major athlete, rounded spine, and now he really can go like this and get that length and pull it in. Okay? So.
I can see 3 bones that can be broken at this time.
The lady no one ever taught him the hinges that are
Yeah, into the round.
That's why I always
One
try
of the
balance it.
Yeah, and hinging it against the hamstring. So practice that breath here. Hands can just hang on the sides, but find the expansion. Now I'm gonna walk around and I'm actually gonna place my hands on your back and I want you to breathe into where my hands are. Tuck your chin.
This one stay right there.
That's okay. Put your hands over and just kind of, there you go. Okay, and so breathe into here, inhale. Yeah. Inhale again. And then you try to elongate that breath. Yes, beautiful. Oh, fabulous work, guys. Yes. That expansion, I want you to think about most of the time. Yeah. Most of the time, beautifully done. Every one of you, fabulous work. Most of the time, we don't even think about expanding our backs. So for just a moment, pause. You can still breathe. See if you can breathe and think of something else. That's a challenge in and of itself. Notice how the low back feels here. Does anybody's low back hurt here?
I think that's a little bit, but it's still, this is recovering.
Yeah, you're recovering from your injury. Not your injury, your
My
water skiing.
My conditions.
Yeah. Back. Do we ever love on that back? Do you ever feel gratitude for all that back does? Picking up, bending, supporting you. And then go ahead. I know that's awkward for some of you. Anybody's hands start to go numb? Go ahead and come up and lose your bolster. Does that make sense? So we're looking for places in the body that we can expand. Now, as a woman, I always wanted to be smaller, contracted, petite, tiny. That's what I thought, okay? And that's not, there's no benefit to playing small. Be you, okay? So go ahead. Sitting up tall, hips into the chair, arms out to the side, face tiny bit turned up, but not a whole lot. Expand, just feel wide, feel big, feel grand. What are some other words? Gigantic. Yes. Find that aspect and then release. Okay. We do sun salutations. I think I stopped myself. I didn't get an I want. Think of that expansion, that contraction. And find that, okay, we start here, right? Here's the expansion. In August, we're going to talk about, in India, there is a chant. It's in Sanskrit, so I'm sure it's called, I just know of it from being done when in India. But I'm sure it's probably done in other countries as well. But there's a chant that goes along with the sun salutation. And every one is this particular one is Om Mitraya Namaha, okay? It means Om is the primordial sound of creation, so it means creation, okay? Mitraya is I come seeking divine light from the sun. S-O-N or S-U-N, okay? They think S-U-N, I always add an S-O-N, because that's kind of how I believe. And the Namaha, okay, is this the I come, okay? So I come, I seek divine light, okay? And then there's a forward fold. And we do this here. There's a hinge at the hips. There's an exhale, there's an expansion here, and it's always a surrender. My will is surrendered in that higher power. I know that I can't live without the sun, the S-U-N, or the S-O-N, okay? So we're gonna work on that in August. I've got to get back in, and I know the chant, but then it was like, what's next? What's next? Instead of just flowing like we used to. So I need to get back in practice. But we're gonna, and then when we forward fold, I'd like you to also feel the expanse on the opposite side. Does that make sense? Okay, clear as mud? I hope not, okay. So inhale the arms up. Exhale, we hinge at the hips. This next inhale, the hands come here, we expand back. Inhale and exhale. And then inhale. Come all the way back up, and exhale. Try to just tighten. Let those little intrinsic muscles work. Let's do it again. Inhale. Exhale. Hands on the thighs. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale all the way up. And exhale, pause. Beautifully done. 5 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Here we go. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. 2 more. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. And then just breathe. Go ahead and turn, chin over one shoulder. Notice there might be some tension in the neck, down into the shoulder blades. Turn the head the other way. Move with your breath. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, not forcing. Exhale. It's like a gentle breathe. It's just moving. Inhale. Exhale. And then pause. Inhale here. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Practicing with some of these subtles. Inhale and exhale. Just looking for places, right, where there's expansion. Feel one side of the neck, the other side contracts. Expanding here on this side contracts. And come back. Go ahead and tuck your chin. Tuck it as close to the chest as you can, and then pull the shoulders down, away. There's a pretty good stretch on the back of the neck. Take some breaths and breathe. See if you can breathe into your neck, the back of the neck here. Your chest will rise and fall. That's your lungs. They are there. So the other thing that this breath affords us, go ahead and look up. It has more than just working the body, right? More than just, it's actually a fabulous breath for calming, for easing, for calming peace, for any anxiety, okay? I don't know about you, but when I have got a lot to do, I tend to work faster. And when I work faster, sometimes my breath comes faster. And then I got this done. And just chill. That's exactly right. Okay, well done. So today's class, not quite as musculature as we've done, right? But this breath is so important, okay? Now, go ahead and stand. Work around to the back. I'm just coming here so that my I want your chair on a mat so it doesn't slide. So if you do this at home, if you're doing a chair, carpet that's a shag or a countertop, right? So you're reaching back. Okay, we are going to find this same thing here. Reach back, inhale here. Exhale here, staying there. Just find the reach in the sit bones, bend your knees. Yeah, find that stretch. Inhale and exhale. Notice we're not even moving. And the inhale and the exhale is there. Okay, notice the stretch. Now, watch for just a sec. Okay, the inhale, we're going to have as straight a legs as we can. You can always have a bend. The exhale, you're going to sit a little deeper. If you thought we hadn't used muscle, we're still going to use some muscle. Inhale, we're coming up. Now watch my back though. It's not doing this. Not yet. Okay, when I come up, I'm using my rear end, my glute muscles to lift. That's hamstring work. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Use your feet, push into them as you exhale. Inhale, push into your feet, exhale. Now reverse that. Inhale up, exhale, push down. Inhale up, exhale, push down. Can you feel the difference in your muscle work there? Inhale, push up, your thighs are burning. Exhale, squat a little bit. Inhale, up, exhale. One more. Inhale, up, exhale, and then go ahead and walk into your chair and just wiggle those legs. In fact, we're going to wiggle the whole body. That's some good work, okay? So what we're doing is we're finding the inhale and exhale in our legs. We're still breathing with our chest, okay? We don't breathe with our legs, but we're moving that way. Does that make sense? All right, so this is what it's going to look like. The inhale is here. The exhale is here. The inhale, watch this. Round, tuck your tailbone, lift as high as you can in your back, tuck your chin. That's an inhale. The exhale is going to bring you back to here. Then we're going to inhale here and exhale here. And then we'll walk back in and we'll wiggle out. So we'll breathe 2 inhales and exhales. One where the inhale is rounding. One where the inhale is lengthening, okay? And then we'll also do the exhale, one where the exhale is here, and that would be opposite this inhale. And then the opposite of this inhale will be this exhale. Does that make sense? Okay. Okay. Go ahead and shake out. Wiggle the legs. You can just totally just shake them. Yeah. Wiggle through the shoulders. I love taking my feet a little wider and doing this. It's one of the best things for hip flexors. Yeah, we might feel weird. And if people walked past, what are they doing? Yeah, guess what? This is my body. And then try this, hip forward, back. Yeah, just kind of opposite arm, hands. I know. Yeah. And then release. Can you feel that energy? Yeah, this is kind of fun stuff. Here we go. Inhale, the arms. And maybe you can just come here. Totally fine. Exhale. Hands go as far back as you can reach. Inhale. Curl round in the spine. Tuck your chin, tuck your tailbone. That's the inhale. And exhale, stick the rear end out, go as long as you can in the spine. And then hold. The next inhale is going to stay right here. Inhale. And then the exhale, curls and rounds. Go ahead and maybe come to your toes. And then tiptoe your toes back up. Oh yeah, we're going to work on our calves. And shake. Okay, here we go. Inhale. Exhale takes us back. Inhale, round. Exhale, flat. Inhale, stay. Exhale, round.
Come up onto the toes and tippy toe. Use your hands on here. Hold on to this. I'd like you to be comfortable enough that this is homework. Shake it out. Right? Inhale and exhale. Step back. Inhale, round through the spine, tuck, and exhale, come back. Inhale, stay. Exhale, round. Tippy toes, come all the way back. Shake it out. Okay, 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Rounds, exhale, lengthens. Inhale, stays lengthened. Exhale, rounds, tippy toes, and walk it back in. Shake it out. Last one. Inhale. Anybody getting sweaty? Exhale, and step back. Lengthen. Inhale, round. Exhale, lengthen. Inhale, stay. Exhale, round. Tippy toes, and come all the way back. And shake it out. Come all the way back. A little sweaty?
You don't think the first one, you don't think anything's happening, but by the fourth or fifth.
It's like, I'm working stuff. It's awesome. Yeah.
No, I
Go ahead and swing
and I was all
and
just
sway. Take your feet wide and just kind of go side to side, okay? When's the last time you really did this? Can you think? Last time we were at Glasgow. Yeah, take your feet wide. This is expansive. This is somebody that's at ease in their body, right? And they're like, here I am. So you can hold on to one chair or not. Just go ahead and inhale. We call this star pose. Let your feet point out a little bit. It is the ultimate, in my opinion. Here I am. Inhale, open. And then just exhale, release. Walk back in, come back out. Inhale, open. Here I am. And exhale. So not only breathing using our body, open and close, right? Inhale again. But our mind goes to this place of wonderment and exhale. And last one. Inhale, open. And exhale. So I hope one of the thoughts, and one of the thoughts I always have, is that you start looking for the wonderful things your body's doing. Because if we made a list of everything going right versus what's going wrong, I guarantee the wrong side loses. Yes, it will lose. And if we stay focused on the stuff that's going right, I've been amazed as my body has shifted out of some of the things that I thought was wrong. So work your way onto the floor, your favorite part. Yeah, gotta get stuff out. Just don't lose your shoe. All righty, on the floor. Now if this is like, Debbie, it's way too hard, you are welcome to go back in your chair. I'm just gonna grab Mario Bolster for a moment. Oh, Diana, that is a perfect head roll. Second time, guys, she's got this. I love it. Yeah. Okay, so if getting on the floor is too hard, okay, then you're back to here. You can totally get the arms here. You're just giving yourself a place to relax. Joan, perfect. Joyce, perfect. Head rolls. I love it. This is what you don't want to have happen, right? As you get down on the floor, there's two things, okay? If I lay down and my chin's up, okay, that isn't a straight spine. And if my chin's pointing down, which is sometimes how we read in bed, that's also not. We're looking for that perfect spine. So there's a little roll that goes right underneath the neck, and just pay attention. Is my chin pulling towards the chest? Is my chin reaching to the ceiling? You can know for yourself if that's the case. Bend your knees, windshield wipers. So knees drop to one side, the inhale brings them up. Yeah. If you haven't seen this before, yep, you got it. Feet are closer together, but not touching. They don't have to be touching. And then start moving your head opposite the knees. So here we are revolving the spine. Knees go one way, head goes the other. The inhale brings us up. Now pause with your knees up. Let's reverse this. We've been doing it all in class. So exhale here. And inhale. Knees to the side. Exhale, come up. Inhale, knees to the other side. Exhale, come up. Inhale to the other side. Which is easier? Which is more natural?
The other way.
Yeah. So come back. Knees up. Inhale here. And exhale, let them fall. You guys got the air coming on again. With your heat.
Good.
Inhale. Exhale. We got our air fixed last night finally. It's only been a week. Inhale.
Wow.
Exhale. Took them that long. They've been busy.
Is the horse trainer yours or
Oh, well, it's my brother-in-law's.
is it to the hospital thing?
Yeah, it is.
I think that's a smart idea.
It's easier to get in and out than a U-Haul.
Absolutely.
So, yeah. And Blair's got it lined with tarps to protect. I was laughing. He's so cute. He never watches this, so I can get. Go ahead and move your knees side to side. You can now take your feet, if you'd like, as wide as your mat and continue. This should feel good on your back. If it doesn't, say, Debbie, I need help. It doesn't feel good on my back. And if you're watching online, reach out to me and say, that doesn't feel good. Reach out with your questions, always. Now, come back for the last time for that expanse. And then go ahead and pause. Grab your bolsters, I'll help you, under your knees. Just coming right into your asana. There you go, I got that. That's it. Put it under one. There you go. Let those knees. You guys, look at you. Nice. Pause. Breathe. Letting go. For a moment, there is no expanse, or you can start with that expanse, contract, and then you really start to let our breath just kind of return to natural, which is shallow usually when we sleep. That's fine. You can change your breath. You can make a longer inhale and exhale more of your natural breath. You do that with your diaphragm, with the muscle. You do it with some of these exercises we do. I don't know about you, but the only time I really ever remember focusing on my breath is if I was running, because I'd get side aches, which meant I was holding my breath. So I'd have to really focus on that exhale as I was running. But that's the only time I ever remember being told to pay attention to your breath, other than maybe if I was swimming, right? Trying to hold your breath and swim the length of the pool. Then you just hold your breath. But really, those are the times. That was like it. I want to read Rumi's quote one more time. Your hand opens and closes, opens and closes. If it were always a fist or always stretched open, you would be paralyzed. Your deepest presence is in every small contracting and expanding. The two is beautifully balanced and coordinated as birds' wings. Stay for another few breaths. I'm going to go ahead and close the online presence. Stay online as well if you're at home, enjoying just the breath. Stay as long as you can. Let it be 5 minutes, maybe 10 minutes. You have 10 minutes every day to focus on you. The light that's within each one of us, the greatness, the goodness. We see it in each other because we have it in ourselves. We bow to that light. Namaste.